Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Know your job.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Young. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Here we go.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On the carry, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. Go, go.
53. You get rock me. You get rock me.
2nd and 11. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. 5. X3. 218. Chop it.
2nd and 13. And this is Cook with a grab. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Young on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Get in the weight room. Out.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A good rally to the football holds them to 2, and that brings up a fourth down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Packers 0. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 24-yard.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Third and 10.
Right. Outside. Got one. 95 miles.
To throw on third down. Young under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. That's a strong running. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go right here. 95 is the same. No, check his Mike. Come to ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Young working out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing
Fight.
On 1st down, Cook. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think that? Nowhere to his escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Third and long for Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down. 50, plant. Hey, wahoo! Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And, in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot at the feet of the quarterback and say, here's a pen right in my name.
He keeps playing like this. He'll be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Felton. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, Felton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's a party now. Sponge. No.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And, look, they had great field position to start, but, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Right 52. I'm coming.
Young throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 4. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Young on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down, Packers.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's good for Vikings. First down.
50 play.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go to the century mark.
You got to give it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead.
31. Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Young, going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Young making the catch is Sternberger. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll throw again. Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47, 20. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and now